morning, you guys. It's day number 70 of my 365-day Jimmy Ice Bath Challenge. If you're brand new and you haven't seen me doing this all year long, I have been getting into an ice bath. Here it is, all the lovely ice there. This is the Morosco Forge. I bought this last year. I heard about it last summer from my bud Mike Mutzel. He's like, Jimmy, the best ice bath on the market. It's a little pricey, but the best one is the Morosco Forge because it makes its own ice. You can control the temperature, which today the temperature is 32.7 degrees Fahrenheit. And I have been nothing but pleased. I can literally on a whim come out here and do cold therapy any time of the day I want, and it will be 32 degrees Fahrenheit. So, and it makes these big, beautiful pieces of ice. I mean, just gorgeous pieces of ice in there. And it constantly is regenerating the ice. It melts the old ice and puts new ice. It's pretty cool. So yes, day 70 today, you guys. And I want to talk about a topic that is so important because one of the major objections people have to getting in an ice bath is, well, that's too cold and I'm already cold and I can't take cold. And so I want to talk about what happens when you expose yourself to cold on a regular basis vis-a-vis an ice bath, a cold shower, being out in the cold weather. Something magical happens. So we'll get into that here in just a moment when I'm inside the bath. But let's tilt this camera way down. All right, there we go. I think that's tilted enough. Today it's a little tighter. I tightened it up earlier and I think I tightened it too much. All right, I think that's good, yeah. 5 minutes on the clock, you guys. And thanks for being here, by the way. Here we go. Go! Into the ice bath we go, 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 go. All right, you guys, let's get into this topic of cold tolerance. When I first started doing cold therapy, right before I started doing it, and I'm talking about several years ago when I was in the shower, I would be outside in like 30s and 40 degree temperature, and it would be cold. I would be shivering, I would be chattering of teeth, and I didn't like it. Then I started doing cold showers, and I noticed something interesting. I wasn't as cold at those same temperatures. Then I started putting ice in my bathtub over there. This is about 2 years ago. And I would do regular ice baths. Not daily, not like what I'm doing in the Morosco Forge, but often enough that I was like, I'm really not cold and it's in the 30s. Since I've been doing these ice baths in the Morosco Forge, it can get down in the 20s, you guys, and I tolerate it just fine. And I'm going to test this on Sunday. I know I talked about maybe Saturday morning I would test this where I would get into the Morosco Forge when it's like 20-something degrees outside. But the forecast moved the cold from tomorrow morning, Saturday morning, to Sunday morning. So Sunday morning, I'm going to get into the ice bath at like 7, 8 a.m., something like that, 7 or 8 a.m. And I'm going to let my body be acclimated to the outdoor cold. And I want you to see that in real time. I want you to see that I'll be wearing just my swimming trunks. And I'm going to be out in, and it's supposed to be around 21, 22 degrees Fahrenheit on Sunday morning that early. So I want to be outside, and I want to like talk to you in real time of what that feels like. Plus, what it will do is it will lower my body temperature, and then I've never gone into an ice bath with my body temperature being cold from the outside air. So that will be very interesting to see what the difference will be. But the overriding message I'm sharing with you here today is doing ice baths, especially on a regular basis, maybe not quite to the level of what Jimmy Moore's doing, 5 minutes a day and 32-degree temperature, but doing any kind of cold therapy is going to make you tolerate the cold more. So those people who say, well, I can't tolerate cold, so I can't do an ice bath. No, you're the very ones who need it the most. Your blood vessels will constrict and dilate, and the main thing that they do is they surround your vital organs so that all the warm blood protects your organs while you're putting your body through this hormetic stress. So pretty neat stuff, and I've just seen my tolerance to cold get better and better the longer that I've done these ice baths. All right, let's go under the water. Can you tell I enjoy this? Yes, I have too much fun in there. I can admit that. I have a happy glow when I get out of there. I watch these back on camera and I'm like, wow, I don't look in any kind of discomfort when I come out. No, I actually want to stay in longer. Isn't that funny? You would think 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Get your butt out of there ASAP, bruh. But yes, acclimation to cold, you guys. It is possible. It is, I would say, one of the great benefits of the cold therapy, of doing the ice baths, is acclimation. Come here, you weirdo. I'm trying to get my kitty cat on camera so you guys can see Miss Peaches. She's like, Daddy, you are cold. Yes, I'm cold. Say hi, Peaches. Hello, baby. All right. She's my little 18-year-old old lady. So yes. Those people that complain about cold and wanting to avoid it because they're already cold. No, I don't know how you can wrap your head around that. If you're already getting cold, the thought of getting cold is painful, or whatever you think it is. And then to tell them, well, the answer is getting cold. They don't want to hear that. Part of what the cold does, though, for people that do have that cold tendency, Linda says, Peaches did not look impressed. No. If I put her in a cold bath, she would probably use all 9 lives to throw at me. But people, they can't wrap their heads around their need for getting into the cold if they're always cold. Like the people that complain, well, I'm already too cold. I'm already, despise the cold. They think they're giving me an excuse that's a good one. What they don't realize is they're making the case of why they need to be in the cold. It's just fascinating to me. I just find it funny. All right, let's go back to the top. See who all's here. Deanna's here. Sharon, Bulletproof Coconut, Linda, Rosie, Debbie, Sharon says 70. Wowzer. Yes, day 70. I think psychologically, Sharon, when I get to day 100, I'm finally going to be in the triple digits. That's when it's like, okay, now we're rolling. Even though it's a whole lot of time left, just psychologically getting to that triple digit. All right, the end day is a triple digit, so I'm not far from now. I'm far from now. It's only March. I have till December. Ink is here. DM is here. Dee Dee is here. Bulletproof Coconut says, go, go, Jimmy, with a bunch of snowflakes. Carrie's here. Courtney, Jules, Priscilla, Marie. Priscilla says, happy day 70. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving. I'll be happy when it is Thanksgiving. Let's just put it that way. But yes, day 70. It's hard to believe I've done this 70 days so far. But in some ways, it feels like I've been doing it forever. When you kind of get in the habit of something like this, it's kind of hard to imagine that you haven't done it. And especially as much as I enjoy them now. I did not enjoy them when I first started near to the level that I do now. Partly because I have seen the good they do, especially with my deep sleep. That's been the best part. And the mood stabilization and all the things that it does. Sabrina's here. Lil Eric's is here. Sharon, Carnivore Runner, GIS, Marcus. Linda says, beach is not impressed. No. Sadsy says, do ice bath and cold therapy strengthen the immune system? Oh, you bet they do. You bet they do. So what it does is it puts what's called a hormetic stress on the body. And so when you have hormesis, the point of that stress is not to harm you. The point of the stress is to just give you just enough of an agitation that it creates a strength out of it. So imagine going to the gym, and when you're working out your bicep muscles with curls, that is a hormetic stress. Stress in the moment, yes, you're breaking down those fibers in your biceps, but the ultimate goal is to make them bigger and stronger. Well, think of it in the same way with your immune system. Yes, you are slightly depressing your immune system in the moment of being in the ice bath. But the result is, because of that stress on the system, it actually boosts your ability to take on things. And especially if you do them consistently, like what I've been doing, over time, it's going to boost you even more. That was one of the reasons why I got the Morosco Forge. Because I knew if I could do regular ice bath therapy, that it would help ward off the Black Plague, the common cold. You guys know what I mean when I say the Black Plague. This thing that's been out there the last 2 years with the pandemonium. Okay. The common cold, flu, any sickness where my immune system needs to be strong. And I have not gotten the Black Plague. I haven't really been sick at all in a little while. I had bronchitis last year. That was it. That's all I've had in the last 3 years. I have recently been diagnosed with this thing called neutropenia. Could it help? Well, I don't know what neutropenia is. Maybe some of the medical people watching do. Or if you want to describe what that is, I would be happy to give general ideas about that. But yeah, it certainly couldn't hurt unless it's something to do with your nervous system. Maybe the cold would exacerbate it. But tell me more about what neutropenia is, Sadsy. Getting Tiny is here. Sharon says, what are you going to do when you find a girlfriend? Won't you be too busy? Well, I'll worry about that when the time comes, but that's the least of my problems right now. But no, I mean, I'm committed to doing these ice baths daily. And if they're worth having in my life, then they will understand that I need to do these for my health. And I would think that they would want me to, especially in light of what I shared about yesterday on day 69 about how this helps with sexual health. And so, yes. Ozgirl is here. Protein Path is here. Sadsy says it's a lack of neutrophils. Well, that doesn't tell me what it is, my friend. So. Okay, so guys, day number 70. Hope you guys are enjoying all the ice baths. I do have a change of plans, like I mentioned earlier. Yesterday, I announced that I wanted to do a morning session while it's cold, and I'm running out of days that it's going to be cold since it's getting warm here in South Carolina. So it looks like it's not going to be in the 20s until Sunday morning. And Sunday, it's supposed to get down to 21 degrees. So my goal is to do my regular ice bath tomorrow at 5 o'clock Eastern time, just like I always do. It's supposed to be kind of windy tomorrow, so that'll be interesting. But then Sunday morning, when it's going to be like ungodly cold, I want to be outside going live in just my swimming trunks and let my body be exposed to the cold air. Talk about how that temperature used to feel and what it feels like now, which will kind of piggyback on what I'm talking about here today of the cold exposure kind of getting adapted to that. And then after my body is pretty adequately cold from just standing out in the cold, I want to get into the ice bath. Will being cold, getting into the ice bath, mitigate some of that initial shock of getting in, or will it make it worse? I don't know. I have not tested that. So we're going to test that on Sunday. So that's the plan. And I'm doing my walk and talk on Sunday as well. So tomorrow is supposed to be very windy, chance of some rain and all kind of stuff. In fact, I'm looking at the forecast now. It's supposed to be getting blustery and cold and windy. And so I'm like, yeah, we're not going to be out there with wind. It's already bad enough with cars blowing by when I'm talking. But then to have wind on top of that would not be fun. So plus we got the chance of rain. So anyway, Sunday is when I'll be doing that. So I've been getting ear infections, and following a blood test, it revealed I had low count of white blood cells. Ah, there you go. Okay, so low white blood cell count. Yes. So this would boost that, because Peach's hairs are all up in my nose, and I can't stop wiping my nose. That's the bad thing about cats, long-haired cats. So white blood cell, that would be definitely helped by cold therapy. So it's definitely not going to be some panacea. So don't think, oh my gosh, I can just get in the cold and my neutrophils will be replenished. Nope, doesn't work that way, but it will definitely help. Rita's here. Priscilla says, happy day 70. That's a big deal. Thank you. It'll be a really big deal on 365, but I will take 70 for now. Miss Hockey is here, and Dane is here as well. So guys, just to recap, when you get into a cold therapy session, it makes you adapt to cold more so that you tolerate the cold. And look, when I do my walk and talk on Sunday, I'm going to be in shorts and t-shirt walking out on that trail, because 20-something degrees is not cold to me anymore. Yes, it's cold, don't get me wrong, but my adaptation to cold and tolerating it is so much better because of my exposure to cold. So for all of you who, I'm too cold, I can't do ice baths, or ice baths are uncomfortable because I don't like being cold, those are signs you are the very people who need to do cold therapy the most. Peaches is making my nose really hurt today. Reversing insulin resistance, Miss Roxana says, dropped in while getting chicken wings ready. Still only did one cold shower. We'll do more than one, my dear. It will help you. I promise it will help you. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I will be back with another ice bath video at 5 o'clock Eastern tomorrow on Saturday. Sunday morning, I will be going live. Let's just say I'll be going live at 7 a.m. I will plan 7 a.m. You probably won't be awake on 7 a.m. on a Sunday, but if you are, come join me. I'll be on Instagram Live. Of course, it'll be up on the replay for you guys to watch as well. And then at 11 a.m. on Sunday, I will be doing my walk and talk. Still have not come up with a topic, but I've got a few ideas I want to do it on. But that's the schedule coming up for this weekend. I find the cold shower so much harder than the dip. Yes, Priscilla said that. And Dane says hello. Hello, Dane. Yes, some people, they do have an aversion to the running water part of the cold shower. Whereas once you get into a ice bath, you're completely submerged in water. Now, I've seen these people get into like running creeks during the winter, and where the water's like a waterfall come through. And I had my friend Kelly Troop here recently, and we went to a local state park, and they had running water, and we put our feet in there. It wasn't so bad, but it was like 45-degree temperature water. I could have probably laid in that and the water roll over me and not be a big deal. But yeah, I wish the Morozco Forge had a button where it could move the water around, because it would simulate what I did the other day, moving all around in the tub. But it does make the cold more intense when you do that. Bulletproof, I missed it, but will you have a walk and talk? Yeah, I just announced that, Bulletproof. Sunday morning at 11 a.m. I will be doing a walk and talk, to be determined on what the topic will be. But you guys know I always bring a good topic. So 11 a.m. Sunday morning. Tomorrow morning it's going to be so blustery, cold, and windy, it will be miserable. So Sunday morning, 11 a.m. I'm going to do the ice bath at 7 a.m. And that will be my ice bath for Sunday. So yes. All right, guys, let me pop off of here for now. Enjoy the rest of your Friday and your weekend, and I'll see you guys a little bit later on. Bye, everyone.